Lip. 0 watching now. Switch camera. Button. 0 watching now. 0 likes.
Alright, guys.
Switch camera. Options. Button.
It's Music Lover, and we're back with my live music class that I was trying to finish up last night, but I got busy and distracted. So we're gonna do it today. I'm gonna repeat everything I said and add more to my topic. But I'm gonna wait until people join. Welcome to the Music Lover channel, where everyone can sing and we all have talent.
Filters. Chat options. Switch camera. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Switch camera. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Switch camera. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Lip. 45 seconds. 0. Switch camera. Chat options. Filters. Options. Options. Button.
No, wait. Hey Google, sing.
I'm singing you a song because songs are great and songs make you happy. This is a song for you.
Chat options. Switch camera. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Switch camera. 0 watching now. 0 likes.
I'm not
Switch
going
camera.
to start the
Button.
lesson until someone joins. So, hey Google, tell me a joke.
This might make you laugh. I once stayed up all night trying to figure out where the sun went. Then it dawned on me.
0 watching now. Lip. 1 minute 51. 0. Switch camera. Button.
Let me just share this out.
Zero watching now. 0 likes. Switch camera. Button. Chat options. Button. Switch camera. Button. 0 watching now. Switch camera. Button. Jobs. 1. Read Akiva. Eliza. Manage chat. Search. Eliza. 4 on. Read Akiva. 4 on red chats. NVDA text line. Steve Jobs. The funny group. Group chat. Supinately paste a boom. Jason. Busy. Pick holder. Chat. I'm gonna quiz line. Pick holder. Jason. Busy. Supinately paste. The funny group. Steve Jobs. NVDA. Read Akiva. Eliza. Chat. Manage chats. Button. Home. Hitting top. Skype. 4 new items. Hitting. Hangouts. 7. Google search. Google Plus. 3 new items. Zello. Discord. 1000. Twitter. Double tap to open. Switch camera. 0 watching now. 0 lip. 4 minutes 20. 0. Switch camera. Button. Twitter. Select profile photo. At 700. Home. App switcher. Twitter. Closing Twitter. Skype. Closing Skype. Hangouts. Closing Hangouts. Files. Talking Tom 2. Talking Tom 2. Discord. Facebook. Messenger. YouTube. 25 new items. YouTube. Search. Your account. Add. Continuing the live music class. Play video. Lip. Continuing the live music class. Music Lover 700. Action menu. Switch camera. 0 watching now. Lip. 0 watching now. Switch camera. Button.
Alright, guys.
Tap and hold to block user report spam. Home. App switcher. Closing Twitter. YouTube. Active. Closing YouTube. Do not disturb. Status bar item. Notifications. Do not disturb. Twitter. Hangouts. Now. Electronic games and more. Riley to electronic games and more. Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Deluxe. Saturday, February 24th. Hangouts. 1 minute ago. Electronic games and more. Kevin to Hangouts. 1 minute ago. Electronic games and more. Riley to Hangouts. 1 minute ago. Electronic game. Hangouts. Twitter. Hangout. Hangout. Hangouts. Saturday, 3:30. Hangouts. Now. Electronic games.
Alright, I'm gonna wait a few more minutes, and if no one starts, I'll just do the class without you guys, watching.
Audrey does her switch camera. Audrey does 2 watching now. 0 likes.
Oh, we have 2 watching. Okay.
Audrey does her thing. Hey music lover.
Hey, Audrey.
Switch camera.
Welcome.
Button. Audrey 1 watching now. 0 likes. Audrey switch
I
camera.
have 1
Button.
watching. So, you know what? I'm gonna start off with what I was talking about last night. Okay. So, like I was saying, there have been a lot of different viruses and colds going around, and every singer has this issue. Or it's a common thing for anyone who's a singer, or even anyone who uses their voice a lot for speaking, for anything, for, basically anyone. It happens to all people. But it does have an effect on singers. So, we all know that every singer has, his or her own specific voice. Like I always say in my videos, I'm no professional. Oh my goodness.
Audrey does her thing. Switch chat options. Filters. Options. Button. Mute microphone. Button. Finish.
All
Button.
right, sorry guys.
Lip. 0 watching now. Audrey does switch cam. Chat options. Filters. Options. Options. Button. Share. Mute microphone. Button.
Anyways, so this happens to all singers, and I'd like to give you some tips. First of all, if you have no voice, I recommend you take a complete vocal rest. Do not do any singing at all whatsoever. If it is serious, please seek advice from your doctor.
3:32 p.m. 100%. Hangouts. Now. Electronic games and
Sorry.
Hangouts. Now.
Checking something here.
Twitter. Hangouts. Hangouts. 1 minute. Twitter. Twitter. Now. Make up kiss mark emoji. Retweet. Twitter. Now. Make up kiss mark emoji. Retweeted. Watch Johnny Deller Bill School in Columbia. HTTPS/ page 4 of 5. Messages. 11 unread. Phone. Messages. 11 unread messages.
What the shell?
Messages. Search. No messages. Tag. Q. 2. Label board. Yes. Tag. Search. Search field. Home. Dot. Messages. App switcher. Message. Closing messages. 5. Talking. The score. Facebook. Netflix. Page. Dot. Messages. Email. No unread emails. Safari. Email. Message. Phone. Page 4 of 5. Page 5. Google Home. Periscope. Lip. Apple Vision. Share. Share. Button. Mute microphone. Cancel. Cancel. Button. Finish. Lip. 0 watching now. Audrey. Switch. Chat options. Button.
Sorry guys. Also, okay, we're gonna just jump into this since this stream is really all messed up. I know it is, and I do apologize for that. Anyways, so I have a recommendation plan, and I'm using Dr. Dan's Voice Essentials ideas for this plan.
Options. Options. Button. Share. Mute microphone. Button.
First, day 1 is your vocal rest. You want to remain quiet and no talking on day 1, because you want to give your voice a break, which is what I think us singers don't do, and later on we suffer from that. You know, maybe I'm not the best at telling you this. And I know I'm really not, so I am going to show you what his tips were.
335, 100, handouts. Now, electronic games and more.
I'm really not the best in telling you this.
Voice Club, BuzzFeed, Google Home. Page 5, page
You
4.
need to hear from the professionals yourself.
Handouts, Google, Zello, Disco, Twitter, White, Google, Gmail, White, YouTube, Message, YouTube. 26 new items. YouTube, video, button. Add, the first ever heckler, your account, search, button. Search field. Music lover warms up for 5 minutes. Music lover set, Pico de Gallo, search, man on the drum, search, Larissa Moran, voice search, button. Voice search.
Dr. Dan's Voice Essentials 3-day vocal rest plan.
Voice search. You. That. Library. Tech. Learn to sing. Free day vocal rest benefits vertical line of best. Refine. Vocal rest benefits vertical line of best singing tip this year. Vertical line hashtag DRDan microphone emoji. Free day vocal recovery plan. Vertical line hashtag DRDan
Here we
microphone
go.
emoji. Dr. Dan's Voice Essentials. 7 minutes.
We're going to be reacting to this video.
Collapse video.
There's an
YouTube.
ad.
More action. Pause. Selected. Skip ad. Button.
Reduces.
Selected. Video player.
However, your voice can
Active.
still make
Check.
a
Shut.
sound,
More action. Preview. Pause. Button. Play. Next video. Full screen. Heading. Track position. 1 minute. 51 seconds. 41. 30 seconds. 20. 10 seconds. Less than a second of 7 minutes. 9. Less than a full screen. Next video. Play.
We're going to listen to a video,
Speech off.
and I want your thoughts on it.
Cancel. Button. Audrey does. Kevin. Austin's live. I cannot stream for 78 days. Damn, this is long.
I'm sorry, Austin.
Kevin. Audrey does her thing. Hey, music lover. Kevin Roberts. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Kevin.
Austin. Switch camera. Button. Kevin. Audrey. 0 watching now. 0 likes. Audrey. Kevin. Austin. Switch camera. Button.
We're going to watch this video and react to it. Here we go.
Speech on. Free date. Simply piano. Download. iTunes. Video player. Heading. You. Add. Share. More. Free. Play. Button. Speech off.
Dealing with cold and flu as a singer can be somewhat stressful. Singers are their instrument, and so when the body is sick, the instrument is sick also. Now, fortunately, there are some tried and true things that every singer can do to get the voice back up and running after it's been hit by the common cold. If you're suffering from the cold right now, I hope you'll stick around to learn more.
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Chat options. Switch. Austin's live. Also, David's asking me to join back in the Skype group.
G'day
Switch camera.
there,
Button.
Dr. Dan here with another super helpful video.
Okay, we're going to be reacting to this video, so everyone, it's a professional looking one.
Austin's live. Also, David's asking me to join back in the Skype group.
What Skype group? What are you talking about?
Austin's live. I cannot stream for 78 days. Damn, this is switch camera. Austin, Kevin, Audrey, 0, live, 13, 0 watching now, 0 likes. Audrey, Kevin, Austin, switch camera, button.
Oh man, if he's gonna join back in the group, I don't know. Alright guys, I don't want to interfere with the music class right now, so we're not gonna talk about that. We're just gonna watch this video. I'll come back to your chats in a minute.
Video about caring for your voice. Today, I want to run you through a 3-day vocal recovery plan designed to get you back up and singing in no time at all. I've organised this plan into 3 days, but it's important that I say right from the get-go that you need to allow the condition of your voice to dictate how long the recovery process should take. I guess another way to think about it, about this road to recovery is as being in 3 stages. And always remember, the information I'm providing is general in nature, and all specific decisions about your health should be directed by your family doctor. Now, with this being said and understood, let's get started with day 1 of the 3-day vocal recovery plan. Our first day of recovery should be labelled as rest day. It's the one thing that many of us don't take the time to do when we're sick. We try to keep powering on when we should be powering down. The severity of your vocal condition will determine how much or how little voice use you will allow yourself. For example, if you've woken with full-blown laryngitis, then you'll need to observe complete silence for the next day or 2 while your body fights the infection and the swelling of the vocal folds reduces. If, however, your voice can still make a sound, albeit less than usual, then absolute voice rest may not be necessary. This being said, do your absolute best to limit your vocal loads to only what is essential. And remembering that both whispering and long talks on the phone are definitely a no-no. A good thing to do during day one is mix up a salt gargle. Now, if possible, use a good quality rock salt, about half a teaspoon should do, mixed into some water, maybe with some honey or some maple syrup. The salt gargle will soothe your throat and assist your body in fighting the virus, causing you all the issues. Gargle the solution 3 to 5 times and then spit out after each gargle. You should try and gargle twice during day one, once in the morning and once before you go to bed at the end of your day. In a small way, the salt gargle will contribute to your general hydration levels, which are vital even when you're well, but become super important when you're fighting infection. So get yourself a water bottle and keep it handy, sipping between 2 to 3 litres of water throughout the day. Now, I know that some of you really struggle to drink plain H2O, so you might like to try supplementing your water intake with 4 to 6 cups a day of throat coat tea. Throat coat has been shown to reduce the pain associated with pharyngitis for up to 30 minutes after each cup. If you haven't tried throat coat before, you might like to order some from my website. I'll leave a direct link in the description section below. If day one is all about vocal rest, then day 2 could be labelled more vocal rest with a voice check. Essentially, day 2 repeats day 1 with relative vocal rest, proper hydration, salt gargle morning and night, as well as some throat coat tea for good measure. Now, the difference comes in the afternoon when you do a voice check. The 5 to 10 minute voice check should come in the form of light humming over a limited range. Something like this. You might also like to try humming some 5-note scales into a bottle of water through a straw. Again, something like this.
Now, I don't have a complete, I have a straw like that, like, it doesn't really work when there's no liquid in the cup. I should have saved more of my lemonade, but you get the idea. Also, remember that sing remote I taught you last night? The sing. If you hear any cracking in that, you know, like sing. If that's the case, if that happens, then you know your voice is not ready yet.
Austin's live. My group. Switch camera. Austin's live. Also, David's asking me to join back in the Skype group.
Okay.
Austin's live. Kevin Rob. Audrey. 0 watch. Live. 8. 0 watching now. 0 like. Kevin. Austin's live. Austin's live. Switch camera. Button.
You know, oh, by the way, guys, if you're watching this after and you have any more comments or feedback, let me know down in the comment section below.
The back pressure caused by the straw and water will help your vocal folds to oscillate therapeutically. The critical thing to remember at this stage with any vocal activity, keep the tone light and clean. If there is any pain at any point, stop. Your voice is not yet ready to sing again. But even if your voice feels right, don't overdo it. Be patient and limit your voice check to a maximum of 10 minutes. Once you've completed your short voice check, try to follow up with about 30 minutes of absolute silence. This will allow your vocal folds to settle after the little outing you've just taken them on. Now, before we talk through our 3rd day of vocal recovery, let me also stress how important a good night's sleep is when returning to complete health. Make sure you're getting between 7 to 8 hours each night, and if possible, try to wake without an alarm. This will mean your body has hopefully slept for the length of time that it needs to fully recover. And when you do wake on the morning of day 3 of your vocal recovery, you'll hopefully be ready to do a voice check while you have a warm, steamy shower. You can do it.
Now, I do recommend warm steaming showers when you are sick with a sore throat because the steam from the shower loosens up your vocal cords and helps you. It loosens up all that and helps you. So, this is one reason why I recommend this plan, especially.
A salt gargle either before or after your voice check, or maybe even during, and you might like to start the day with a cup of throat coat tea. Hopefully your body, and more specifically your voice, are beginning to feel a lot better by day 3, but that doesn't mean you should take the brakes off and hit full throttle. Continue to be considerate to your voice, remembering that you've been unwell for the past couple of days. It will probably be a few more days before your voice is entirely out of the woods, so proceed with caution and use your voice carefully and sparingly. Now, perhaps it goes without saying, but if your voice is not recovering as you know it should after 3 days, then I urge you to visit your family doctor for a full checkup. I've also added a playlist of other helpful videos about looking after your voice when you're sick in the description section below, which I encourage you to watch just to make sure you're caring for your voice correctly. Hey, perhaps you've got some other handy hints when it comes to voice recovery during the common cold and flu.
Alright, well, we looked at that little
Speech on.
video.
App switcher. YouTube. Closing YouTube.
We don't really have many people
Double tap to
watching.
open.
Austin's live. Austin's Kevin, Audrey, 0 watching now. Audrey, Kevin, Austin,
sorry.
Austin, switch camera, button.
For how this live class has turned out to be. I know it's not the best plan or
App switcher has
best
no items.
put.
App switcher.
But I will do a stream later tonight. If you guys are interested, I will do a stream later with interacting with you guys.
3:46 p.m.
And hopefully doing some other fun things. But if you have any other tips that I may have skipped on, let me know down in the comments below. In our next music class, we will get started with the piano, and hopefully I'm better off teaching you guys than in this one. I had to call in a professional to help me, and that's really not what I had in mind to do. And I do apologize for that. But
Chat option, switch camera, Austin's live, my group. Austin's live, Austin's, Kevin, Audrey does her thing, 0 watching now, 0 likes. Live, 22 minutes, 51 seconds.
I hope you enjoyed this little music class. It's also 22 minutes long.
Finish,
Wow.
button. Finish. Alert, are you sure you want to stop streaming? Heading. Cancel, end.